What's up, guys? Today we are learning how to make nasty rhythm basses like Muerte. By the end of this, you'll be making basses using audio samples, layering basses to make them thick and full, and learning how to chop up bass loops. First, let's check out the song. Yes, sir, there it is. The sounds I'm using make it fast and easy and are from the new Avant Muerte pack that's available in the description. The full project with some of the samples will be in my Patreon or full download, with racks included for some of the lower tiers, and private lessons are available. So reach out to me directly if you guys need help. Instagram, Discord. I do want to show you some awesome things that I did first with some of these bass loops that I got from the Avant pack. I was able to just use 2 different loops and make a really sick flow. So check this out. Now if we highlight this main section here, it's 4 bars. So basically within 4 bars, I want to try to find a flow that I like. I'll set up drums beforehand. Have some drums. These sick bass loops. Jeez. So basically I'll just throw in a random bass loop that I like. And then after it ends, I want it to repeat. So I basically repeated it again right here. And then I added a different bass loop for like the end of the 4-bar phrase. It was long like this, but then I just got the beginning of it. We have this. Then I'll match a sub to go with it. Remember, this is in D. My sub is also in D. Now we're going to go ahead and get into this section. Basically, when Muerte makes his basses, a lot of the times he'll use really cool audio pitching techniques. He'll get a cashmere side bass, and these side basses have lots of good low end. They're really short, choppy, transienty. When you get one of these, we're going to basically have it play in 3 different layers. A mid layer, a second mid layer, in this case it's a wide layer, and then a high layer. Now the main effect rack is this Muerte effect rack, which we'll be getting into soon. That's what's really causing the sound to get like this, and once you save it, it'll be real fast and easy for you to bring up. So the main sound here, group, is called synths, and there's a G clip turning it up 4 decibels. There's a reverb, convolution reverb, very short decay, and EQ8 on the group with all the, basically the basses here. There's a separate sub. If you see, the sub and the synths are grouped together, and we're G clipping them both together to 7 decibels, making it very loud. Sub is turned down right here, -5, because of the G clip is pumping it. Otherwise, the synths are pretty loud. First mid layer, the main bass rack, consists of parallel processing. So we have 1 dry signal playing, which sounds like this. And then we have the wet. When you put them both together, then you have a clean, loud sound. The first is an OTT, 64%, 14 decibels output. We have a saturator, the Zorbus, 22%, EQ8, OTT, disperser, and then another OTT. This is what's giving us the main tone. G clip is then added after to clip it at 0. Then we add a reverb at 30%, short decay, convolution reverb, EQ8 cutting the lows. Another G clip is here to turn it up 3 decibels. Another EQ8 cutting the lows. This is the main first rack here. The second track has the same exact rack, same G clip, same reverb, same EQ8. Everything is the same all the way up until this shifter. This second layer is going to be used to bring it up a fifth. So I go up 7 semitones on this shifter. This is before. That's after. So it's given it a higher frequency. It's a fifth up in the scale too. So it matches harmonically. And then we use this EQ8 to cut out the mids, but we leave the sides. And then the Serum effects, we're going to add a comb filter to add cool tonality. Or after. And then we add this Haas effect. So before it was in the middle. And we add the Haas effect to make it wide. And then this is a high layer. So this is a separate layer with an OTT, a reverb, transient shaper, EQ8, cutting pretty heavily, G-clip turning it up very heavily at 12. And this will act as another layer to add more high frequencies and volume as well. We're using the same exact sample for all 3. So once you have a blank slate like this, you'll basically grab a Psy bass, one of these. You'll throw it in as an audio sample, and the way Muerte usually does it is he'll use the pitch while warp is off to time stretch it, and then he'll use warp on. When you pitch it in texture or tones, it starts to actually do something. If it stays at 0, it does nothing. So as we move the pitch while in texture, you hear different sounds. When we move the grain size, it becomes longer or shorter. Let's say we found a frequency we like. Let's say we like that. Then we consolidate it. So the pitch goes back. Unwarp it. And then now you move the pitch to time stretch it. And then now you create new sounds this way. And then once you have a cool pitch, like let's say we like this, hit warp again, put it back in tones or texture, and you can just keep doing this over and over and over again. And that's essentially what he teaches in his masterclass. So then once you start creating basses, you would create a flow with your basses. So let's say we made them go like this. This is like a quarter note or an eighth note. You can time stretch it again by holding shift. And then you would basically copy them, hold option, click and drag down to copy. And now you have the 3 layers together. We can move that with the drums. You can then add a sub, then match. And then we got it going on. So you can quickly get cool rhythms. Yes. That is how it is. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this. Lots to learn. Look at everything in the description. Peace out.